Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nevermind, the best podcast, again, even better than Impulsive. Because I know that he tried to take that title. He has not contended with us yet. And we will fight him. 3v1.
That's
we are
right.
challenging Logan
We're
Paul.
in right now. Let's get it, baby.
4v1, 5v1. And you know what? Whole channel against him.
Yep. You know what? 1v1
damn.
is. We'll start there. We'll shoot down to him.
I'm JoJo, okay, Blurr. We got Juan today. We got Carlos. We were going to have Riot on today, but workout. And Steven is also busy with things. So you're stuck with us tonight. Yeah, we got some plans for this podcast. We got some topics. We're getting close to the Christmas season. Everybody's getting real festive, getting that Christmas spirit. Juan's got a lot of Christmas stuff.
Yes,
I've
sir.
got my little Christmas hoodie.
Look at that. Ding-a-ding.
Penguins.
Oh yeah, and
The most festive of all animals. Carlos got a Hype Land shirt on, but you know what?
Super Christmas.
got it for
It's Christmas.
It's
Yeah,
got-
there we go.
There you go. See? It worked. Yes, sir.
Yeah. How you guys' week been going?
We've been good, man. I've been excited for this. Like I said, we are now podcast number 2 in. So we're doing good. Your guys' feedback has been hitting us a lot. And overall, I think, not a 2-hour horn, but I'm pretty sure we're looking really good on the podcast.
It is, honestly, yeah. Like the last one got like almost 100 views now.
Yeah, we're almost at triple digits, boys. First one, man. It's
And,
crazy.
like,
that's awesome.
That's not bad at all. So thank you guys so much for support. A lot of people subscribing. Like even today we've gained subscribers. So like
Yep.
that means that we're very motivated. I just recently released a video that I was super motivated. I don't know if it's the ADHD or the autism or something. I got something that like
Not the
that like I don't know what it is,
Anything.
but like I got something that gets me like super motivated, and I'll just work really hard, and then I'll lose motivation. But this whole podcast, this whole thing has been super exciting, and I've been super motivated.
Hell yeah.
I'm super excited for it.
It's been a good week. It's been a good start to the pod. It's been cool to see
Hell yeah!
the outcasts and how everyone's been liking the pod. And your new video dropped today, so as we're recording,
Yes,
so
sir.
it's pretty cool to see that. See everyone all inspired. Steven's not here. He had some family stuff to do, but he's just as rallied up and
Rest
inspired.
in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P.
You know what? I'll pour one out for him. I got a little bit of
Yes,
water.
sir.
Yeah, respect.
There we
I'll
go.
drink that water as you pour.
Oh yeah, here you go. We'll conserve that.
Yum,
There
yum.
we go. That's one for the homie. Hell yeah! So everybody's week been good. My week's been. Work was a pain in the butt cheeks. It's cold. It's very cold now. Nebraska's finally getting the Nebraska winter, and this shit is not okay. Next week is supposed to be worse. It's supposed to be like, what is your guys' weather like? Because the high next week for us is like 3 degrees.
I am sitting at a comfortable 50 right now.
What
50
the
to 60.
hell?
Yeah.
50 is
And that's
crazy.
pretty cold for California. So yeah.
God
50 is
damn it.
crazy. I'm at like 25.
It's those damn liberals.
It's
You're at
lit.
25.
25? That's pretty rough too, though.
25
And for
is pretty
Texas,
rough. Yeah, and it's windy out here, so it's the cold.
oh
wind,
yeah,
man,
we've had the wind
I
too,
hate
man.
the cold wind, man. It's terrible.
It's so bad. My poor car. I'll get out, and I a lot of times don't want to wait for it to warm up, which is not smart. But like I'll shift, and my car goes clunk.
Yeah.
Just like the transmission's like froze up and shit. It's
No.
bad, man.
It's not being us.
No, that's how it'd be. So I guess speaking of the cold, right? Christmas is coming up. We're planning and hoping to get this podcast out to you guys so you guys can enjoy before Christmas on Christmas Eve. So we're gonna be talking
Yes, sir.
about some things on Christmas. Certain
Christmas
things
plan.
like our favorite Christmas experiences, our worst Christmas experiences. Having feelings of, did Christmas change with time? Has it felt different to us with years going by? As well as maybe our favorite, Christmas candy, Christmas food, etc.
Ooh.
So we don't know
Yeah.
what seconds we're gonna do that, but we'll be bunching up these things starting out from there. I mean, what's the
Yes, sir.
easiest thing we can go into?
I will say one thing just randomly popped in my head right away. Christmas, maybe a hot take, but I think the best part about this season is eggnog. I don't know what you guys think about eggnog. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I personally think it's bussin'. That shit is amazing.
Okay.
It is immaculate.
I have not had eggnog.
Wait, what?
I have not had eggnog.
There's no shot.
And the only reason I haven't was because I just haven't been around people that drink eggnog. My family doesn't drink
Is
eggnog.
it?
We only drink champurrado and hot cocoa.
Oh, wait, is that like the milk with like the coffee and shit?
Yeah. It's like a mix.
It's like the mix of the cream. Well, I mean, white people drink that too, I guess.
Yeah, but
is it a culture thing though? Is like eggnog just for culture thing?
I don't know. I just know it's during the Christmas times, right?
Yeah,
it's like
and they only sell it around Christmas time. Like you can't find it in the stores. Which, like, I mean, you can you can ship it maybe. Really
Amazon
have an
probably
addiction.
Does it.
Yeah,
100%.
imagine shipping eggnog.
Probably
could. I believe it.
Do you like eggnog, Carlos? Is it a culture thing?
I personally am a fan. Yeah, I like eggnog. Eggnog.
It's good, man. Right?
It's good. Yeah.
It's so creamy. It's got that strange little. Now I think originally eggnog was like alcoholic, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Like because on the cartons it'll be like, like you can still buy it. Yeah. You can buy like the Fireball eggnog, which Fireball is disgusting. So I would never try
eggnog.
It. Yeah. It's like the cinnamon, like the cinnamon flavor.
Yeah, but I don't think it.
No, that shit's nasty.
That shit is nasty.
So, does eggnog actually have egg?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It
okay.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like egg yolk, right? Like white or the whites of eggs.
Egg white, yeah.
And you can make it too. Like I remember making it as a kid. I was really, really horned up for it. My mom would make like eggnog for us, and I think it's just like nutmeg, like milk or some sort of thing, and then like egg whites. And
so what's
you kind of
nutmeg?
whip it. Wait, nutmeg?
I don't know what nutmeg is.
It's a spice.
You know what nutmeg is?
Maybe I've had it in Spanish. Hold up. Nutmeg.
It's like
I've had it.
Maybe.
I just looked it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's it called in Spanish?
It is not called nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
We'll go with that. Yeah. we call it. We also call it. How would you say it? We kind of call it the same word we call it cinnamon. It's the same thing we call it in Spanish.
Cinnamon.
Yep, that's about right. Cinnamon. I guess going off of that, right? Favorite thing to have, you said was nutmeg. I mean, no, eggnog. There we go.
Pure nutmeg. I do lines of nutmeg, man.
Crazy.
Just line it up for Santa Claus. There you go, buddy. I'll keep them up throughout the trip. Hell yeah. Carlos, what do you like, man? What's your favorite thing to eat or go to for Christmas?
Eggnog's a good pick, first of all. I like eggnog too.
Yeah.
But
classic.
I guess for me, if I had to pick one, I would go with some cookies and milk, man.
Yeah.
Classic cookies. Exactly. Now, do you make? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say on cookies, I would go like a strawberry cheesecake type deal.
Ooh.
Strawberry cheesecake is bussin'.
Ooh.
Strawberry cheesecake? Is that what you said?
Yeah, strawberry cheesecake. Like a strawberry cheesecake.
I've never had strawberry cheesecake cookie.
I don't know if I've had the cookies either.
You can get them at Subway.
I know I've had strawberry cheesecake. It's like the marble like cake, right?
Kind
or no, that's red velvet.
Yeah, that's strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
marble
thinking red
cake.
velvet.
It's like cake.
No. That's strawberry cheesecake.
I mean, you could put like, little white chocolate and then little strawberry flavor in a cookie, and it's like strawberry cheesecake cookie. So that's what I call it. It's like strawberry. Okay. I'd make a strawberry and with white chocolate cookies.
It's not really strawberry cheesecake.
No, it really isn't. But it's called strawberry cheesecake cookie.
Okay,
it's good though. Cookies and milk, though. Cookies and milk, I think is still really good.
I'll eat for that time.
Like, some people don't like it, but I think cookies and milk is like one of the best things you can have, man. Like, if you have a cookie, you kind of gotta have.
You gotta get a milk, dude. I've said before, if your cookie can't go along with a glass of milk, I don't think it's classified as a good cookie.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because like a croissant, I don't think that can really go. That's not a cookie.
Even with milk, I don't think it works.
Yeah, I think.
Now this is the.
What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say real quick, a little bit off topic, but graham crackers with milk is also really good.
Yeah, it is.
That is pretty busting.
Now,
but anyway,
I'll be
ahead,
honest. I've only had graham crackers with like s'mores. But yeah,
Carlos. Oh yeah, no, it's not as good.
Yeah,
not as good. You gotta try it with milk sometimes.
Okay. But I was gonna say, like, the fact that you have milk with cookies during the holiday season, like, it heightens it times 10.
Yeah,
it's just like it makes it 10 times better. It's like, oh my god,
it makes the little excitement.
So bussin', it's cold though, and get a little hot cocoa in you or something. Trade the milk out for hot cocoa. God dang, you're in there, man. You're in there for a good
hot cocoa. Hot cocoa is another one that, like, I feel like hot cocoa is really good for the first like half of the cup.
Oh,
and then
yeah?
afterwards, I feel like you just kind of got to get it down. Maybe that's just a me thing.
Is it
Hot
because
cocoa's
you wait till it gets really like by the time
maybe
you
I
finish
drink
it's
it too
cold?
slow.
That might
Maybe
be it.
because it lukewarm hot cocoa, it's just not
Mm-mm.
really the.
It's not hitting.
All the flavors good. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the
That
flavors
honestly might be. You know what? I think I may.
good. Because
Why I
I
don't like it so
understand
much.
waiting it, but if by the time you get down to it, mostly if you're a slow sipper, because
I'm a slow sipper.
my cousin's slow
Yeah,
sipper.
I got that slow sip.
They stopped drinking it for the same reason. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
because you're slow sipping. You know, the
Mhm.
flavor's gone at that point. I don't
Yeah.
know where the science is in that, but non-heated
It
hot
is.
cocoa or even like room temperature hot cocoa just
Yeah.
No, I agree.
if you
There might be a science to that because, like, if you eat like cold leftovers, it feels less flavorful,
there you go. True.
which is still good sometimes. Like chili leftovers, oh, that shit is amazing.
Yeah,
But it's got like less flavor.
Mm-hmm. That was
I
true.
don't know.
It does.
I'm with Carlos on the cookie stuff. I also is my favorite thing to have during Christmas, and mostly because recently I've been getting more into making food, so baking's has been things I've been doing. Some of the stuff I've been doing, bro, homemade cookies, like you making on your own, man, is amazing. Now I'm
Ooh,
not saying
yeah.
from scratch, okay? But I'm saying, you go over there buy like a little what's that brand? The little guy's brand, the
Doughboy?
gingerbread.
Ginger
Yeah,
Doughboy?
Oh,
Pillsbury
yeah.
Doughboy? Pillsbury?
Pillsbury, yeah.
Yes,
Go
sir.
grab a little
Oh,
sack of that.
yeah.
That
Go
man's
over
a
there.
goat, bro. That man is
Now,
awesome.
He is
Every time it comes out, amazing, bro. I swear.
almost better than the Pringles guy.
It would be
he's up there.
debatable. It would be
He is
debatable.
up
That is a
It
debate.
would
We
be
can
a
have
close
that
debate.
sometime.
It would be pretty
He's
close.
definitely up there. Yeah.
Pringles guy's a
I
legend.
love any of that. And if I'm being honest, this might be a hot take. Peppermint cookies is what I like during Christmas.
Ooh.
So it's
I'm not a
like
big peppermint cookie guy.
you guys aren't big peppermint cookies, like chocolate
Now-
chip peppermint?
No, I'm
Is
not.
it like the hard ones with like the crystallized on the outside,
No.
or is it
It's
more
like-
soft?
Yeah. It's like mixed into the flavor.
I don't know if I ever had those.
I'm not a big fan of peppermint stuff in general. I just try and stay away.
You don't like any peppermint stuff like
Yeah,
that?
I don't like candy canes, like peppermint stuff like that.
No.
I do partake in a candy
Huh?
cane from time to time,
Not a
but
candy cane
it's.
guy.
I feel like that's like a solely Christmas. Like
Mm.
Christmas has the
Oh,
market on
150%.
peppermint.
No, if
Christmas
it's throughout
does
the
have
year,
a chokehold on peppermint.
Yeah, it does, man.
dude,
It does.
it's more than a chokehold, bro.
Yeah.
They're
it's
actively
literally
strangling
like,
them.
I don't think that's something people talk about enough. 'Cause, like,
I don't.
milk and cookies, I feel like that's like could be an all year thing, special around the holidays. But like milk and cookies, you can have that anytime.
You can have it
man.
anytime for
Sometimes.
sure.
Yeah, but peppermint stuff, that stuff all comes out around the holidays.
Yep.
White
sure.
and red, the
Yeah.
colors, it's all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. No, I agree with it, but yeah, like I said, hot take. I think peppermint chocolate chip cookies are the way to go.
Juan,
I'll have to try it.
Going back to what
Yeah.
you were saying originally, you were saying you wanted to get into more, you've been getting into more like cooking and stuff. Do you have any
Yeah.
plans for Christmas, like cooking? Like, you have anything like,
Oh, yeah.
I want to cook this, like, I want to bake a full ham or whatever. You got any plans? For that?
Yeah. Real quick, can I ask
Yeah.
for Christmas, turkey or ham?
Ham.
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 Yeah.
Okay. At least we're all smart
I
here.
don't think Christmas is a turkey.
It's not.
I think turkey literally only has like representation because of Thanksgiving because it's like tradition. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's as good as ham, like
Yep.
ever.
150.
It's very hard to have a good turkey.
very, very
Extremely.
hard. I'm
Yes,
a
the
ham
chicken's
guy.
just better. It's a superior bird. In every way, chicken is better.
It's
But
true.
anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Christmas hams.
For me, like Mexican culture, bro, loves making food. We love making
Ooh,
food
yeah.
for Christmas.
For
Like
sure.
it's insane.
For sure.
So usually, if we'll have like on and off years. Will be years where we make the food or we buy it.
Right.
I don't know what we're doing this year, but we usually go for like Christmas style tamales. So they have candy
Oh,
tamales, which is
yeah.
like colored dough, but it's the same way you make a tamale, except it's a little more on the sweet side. We're making the traditional, pork tamales, the cheese and chicken tamales.
That's
On
dope.
top of that, we got like pozole, all that stuff, man.
God damn.
It seems like that. We gotta go out.
Y'all
But like I
cooking
said, it's
up.
not every year. It's not every year. Like
Yeah.
last year, I think we were kind of chill if we just buy a bag of tamales. I could be wrong. I forget. What about you guys? What do you guys do?
Even then, a bag of tamales is bussin'. Me personally, like, I'll go with my family. We'll make some like one Honduran meal, traditional Honduran meal.
Ooh,
Maybe like
yeah.
some soup or maybe like if it's up early, we'll make like baleadas. I don't know if you know what baleadas are.
Mm,
But yeah,
yeah.
so that's like a Honduran thing. So we'll make like baleadas up early in the morning, but we'll
Yeah.
try and keep it traditional. Just have like either a ham or turkey, some type of bird, and just have some like.
Ham, my favorite bird.
Oh come on, the pork.
No,
Yeah, come on. Some
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
bird's
no.
to
toast.
your
Some type of.
fairness, Carlos, I was nodding in
I
agreement.
got you.
Man.
I
That's
got
a good
you.
ass bird. I love
No, I
hamburgers.
respect it.
True.
Hamburg is good, man. I love
Ham,
it. It's my
yeah.
favorite. No,
And
but
just goes to
having like
and it,
different choice there and having sides is it's more or less like about the sides to me than it is about
True, man.
the main meal or the main protein because the sides be
Yeah.
bussin', bro.
That's the same thing for Thanksgiving, I feel like.
yeah,
Because like
100%, bro.
Thanksgiving's more like it's about just like and Christmas too. It's just like throwing a bunch of different flavors and you gotta plan smart. Because if you
Yeah.
pile up too much on one main course, you're not gonna have enough for all the rest. And you're like, shit, that looks so good. I can't, I'm full though.
Mhm.
So it's a real strategy.
Yep.
It's a strategy. The sides are busting too.
Dude,
100%.
yeah. I'd even say sometimes the sides beat out the main thing, the main entree.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
Because
gonna
like
lie.
Thanksgiving, stuffing, 100% better than turkey.
Oh, for
Hey,
sure.
dude,
Always.
150%, man.
It's
If my
always.
turkey don't got stuffing, I'm not eating that turkey.
For sure.
The stuffing is but
just-
I used to hate stuffing when I was a kid, but now
Yeah.
it's like it's one of the best dishes as part of Thanksgiving. But
And the thing is, stuffing's actually kind of hard to get. Like I'm not.
Yeah, like good stuffing?
prepare it, yeah, because there is some bad.
there's a lot
stuffing
of stuff in there.
really meshed, and it's just not
Yeah.
good.
If
I've
it's
had the
like-
unfortunate, experience of going through a bad stuffing.
It's just like a blob.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit gelatinous too, and you're like, I don't know what this is.
Got it.
I don't trust where this has come
Mhm.
from.
It's true. But yeah, I'm with it. What about you, Blue? Christmas? What do you do?
Well, see, Christmas for me is very weird now because I never really see my family, and I'm kind of jaded against Christmas. I'm gonna be honest. Like, we can get into this later, but like different feelings about Christmas, like if it's changed. 100% it's changed for me, like drastically. Because when I was a kid, oh, I loved the Christmas. Like, I was so excited, mainly just like to get presents and stuff. But like everything was like so, like there was a lot going on. It was like bustling and shit, yeah. And for me, but since I moved out and it's like pretty much just me and I don't really see my family anymore, like Christmas has gotten like way like, I don't know, I kind of don't like it sometimes. Like it's just kind of a lot going on. Like I still go see like my grandparents for Christmas, so that's probably what I'll do. Christmas Day, I'll probably drive. It's like 2 hours or something. I'll probably drive if the weather's good enough. Here in Nebraska, a lot of Christmases were just snowed in, but yeah, it's pretty bad. I remember driving like when I was a kid. We'd have like real bad snow years, and we'd just be flying around the road and stuff, just trying to get to Christmas. And then if you get snowed in there, oh, it was the best. You were hoping you'd get snowed in because you could stay at the grandparents longer.
Yeah.
That shit was amazing. But yeah, for me, I mean, I don't really celebrate things anymore. I feel like I don't know if it's just like something weird about like growing up really fast or like being forced to grow up really fast, where it just like lost all of its like appeal to me.
Magic.
Not all of it,
Yeah.
but yeah, which is kind of sad. But at the same time, I can't really do much about it, and so I pretty much just go to see family because I know that they want to see. So I mean, it's not too bad. I don't mind it. I'm not like grinching out over here. I don't really plan things for Christmas, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But food's always amazing around holidays.
Hey,
So
man, brother, you
I mean,
never
hey, I
go
can
wrong.
get hyped for the food at least.
There's a reason Jesus is around the round table, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, man, breaking the
Oh,
bread.
peace, baby. That's how it is. Yeah, I guess going off of that,
100%.
we can switch it to that, right? What do you, Carlos?
Oh, yeah,
what
for,
about
like,
you? You
Different
change?
feelings.
Have my feelings changed towards Christmas? I would say like growing up, like the thing for me was that growing up, my mom, my dad, they were like super for any religion that I wanted to like explore. They were like, okay, you want to like go to mosque, you can go to mosque. You want to like they grew up in Honduran traditional households where they were like forced Catholic, like down their throat. Like you're gonna be Catholic, you're gonna have Sunday school.
Yeah.
This is your life. So whenever they had families, they were like, well, we don't want our kids like being forced to do anything. So like, go do what you want. And when I was a kid, like I gravitated towards like Unitarian. I don't know if y'all know what that
Mm-hmm.
means, but yeah,
Yeah, I know what
I'm
it
sure
is.
Blur knows what it means. Juan, you don't know what it means. It's
Yeah.
essentially someone who doesn't believe or believes in like a higher power and believes in like science for the most part. So it's like
Mm,
everyone comes together, like Catholics with
oh,
Christians, Christians
Mm-hmm.
with
that's dope.
Protestant, like Jewish with Christian. Everyone is
I
together,
fuck-
and it's
Which is
just
honestly how it should be.
yeah.
Yeah, amen.
It was just like
Hmm.
Yeah.
passages about like God or if you believe in there's a God or whatever, talking about that, and then talking about how we can bring community together through the work of
Yeah.
like all, which I was 100%
Humans.
down for. Yeah, as humans, it's human,
Yeah.
it's Unitarianism, so it's like work of people together. So I was
Mm-hmm.
pretty into it as a kid, and like actually participated in like getting my family presents and stuff, and getting receiving presents,
Mm-hmm.
and like showing up to family events that other family members that I wasn't super familiar with showed up. But
Did you have? Sorry,
no,
well, I was
good.
just gonna add. Did you, when you were a kid, like, did you do like the? Was like your family really into like the plays, like the reenactment? Like, I remember a lot of Christmas plays around
Yeah,
my
yeah,
time, like with the
yeah,
church and stuff.
yeah,
They would have like the people would be like the Mary and
yeah.
Jesus
I was
stuff.
I was
Like
a
all of
tree a
that
couple
comes
of
with the
years,
culture.
bro. Yeah, for
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
you're a
that's,
tree.
that's the best part,
I
Yeah.
didn't have a
bro. Okay.
line, but I went in and out. Like it was just
Just get
cool.
to stand there.
It's just
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Like back then, it was cool to be part of community and stuff, and
Yeah,
just cool to have
it
like
is. It is.
you don't know these people, like they don't go to your school or anything, but like they're
Mm-hmm.
just like they're your friends and it's cool. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you're all there for like not a bad reason. You're all there to like be for further progress in whatever it is you want to do. So I liked it a
Right.
lot. But as like I grew up and like growing into high school and stuff, like I started to be like not really care as much for just like as another day, and
Yeah.
my family kind of followed suit because like my family they don't have a set. Everyone is
Mm-hmm.
like atheist and stuff. Everyone was just like
Mm-hmm.
I believe in whatever they wanna. They don't believe in anything.
Whatever.
But
Where you with
Yeah.
that?
Whatever.
I just said like it's changed for me over the years, and it was like good, and then
Mm.
it became bad, and now it's became good.
Mm.
It's became more about family to me than like religion, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think.
what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I think that's what it should be about,
It
Yeah, I
honestly, in
agree.
my opinion. But
I agree. Because it's like, it's a good time of year, It's the winter time of
it
year at the end of
is.
the day. Like, it's a time for people to come together. It's cold out.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
you want to have
Yeah.
meals with
Mhm.
your family. You want to be with your family. Like, it's not like summer where it's like, oh, it's hot boy. It's time to go Miami.
Right.
Time to go, like, freaking
Right.
Saudi Arabia and go party with the big boys. That's not what's going on.
Right.
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just,
True.
like, and I don't understand how people like how like families are like the husband and wife of like a family that has like hundreds of members that they have like six
Mm.
kids. They're like, all right, let's go take a cruise. Like that doesn't make any sense to me,
Yeah.
bro. Like why would you? Unless it's like you live in Pennsylvania or like a terrible like
Hmm.
Nebraska or something like a snowed-in state. But if you're in like Cali and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to Nicaragua. I want to go Jamaica on a cruise for Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, what are you
Like for
doing?
Christmas.
Like, go
A
hang
Yeah.
out
lot
with
of
your
people
family,
do, man.
bro. It's
A lot
so
of people
A
do
lot of
that.
stupid.
people do that. Yeah, that's true.
I don't
Yeah.
understand
I
it.
mean, I think, yeah, like I agree with Carlos. Like, it's kind of, as I've gotten older, because obviously, like, Christmas is super tied up, especially in America, with like, religion, tradition. Like, for me, when I was a kid, like, Christmas was always about like Jesus Christ. Like it was always flipped. We didn't like have Santa, or like my parents were like, no, like Santa's not real. So I was that kid that was going around telling other kids that like, no, your parents are lying to you. That's not a real guy. Like it was kind of fucked up. And like looking back now, I could see like Santa, like all those things. It's all like just fun things for kids. It
Mhm.
gets them
Yep.
excited, gives them something to look forward to, and I don't think it's harmful at all. But for my family, it was like very religious. Like we
Mhm.
would go to the Christmas plays, Christmas, sermons and stuff. Like so, and it wasn't bad, but it was just like much more focused on that. So I think
Yeah.
when I like kind of deconverted and transitioned out of the family, like I lost a lot of that like Christmas excitement because that's what it was all about. Like when I was growing up was like the religion aspect of it. And so now I think like I agree with Carlos. Like it's a much more like a time just to see family, pretty much. Because like that's really the only reason I go there. Yeah, like presents are cool, but like I don't know. I'm weird. I don't like getting presents, and it's kind of it's like interesting because because like Brienne, like their love language is like giving presents. So like they've already spent like $1,000 on me on Christmas, and I'm like, I really don't like this, but thank you. It's really sweet, but I don't want presents. Don't give me presents. So I'm really bad at like receiving that. But
can I ask you, like, what point in growing up did Christmas change for you to being like all about Jesus to like you kind of saw through it? What point was it like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous?
I think I was like, I had like a really weird upbringing because I was pretty much just stuck at home all the time, so I never had motivation to grow up at all. So I was kind of like, I think back in like, I was still like super immature and a kid all the way up to like 19, I'd say. And then once I was like 19, and like I was really slow at like getting my license and stuff because I had like my parents weren't pressuring me. Like in their mind, the longer I stayed at home, the better because like it's safe there, like it's safe from the world or whatever. So once I got my license and I got a job and I started getting out of the house, I kind of like started seeing like the world was bigger than just my little closed circle. And I think around that time I was like, okay, like Christmas isn't like for everybody the same. And a lot of people like, just like use it for a time to get together with family and friends. And at the end of the day, we're all humans regardless of like what our beliefs are and stuff. We're all humans. And if we can focus more on like surviving together, like enjoying each other's company, I think it's a lot more edifying and enjoyable because like sometimes like, well, okay, so my dad got saved but and like converted to like Christianity, but his family didn't. So when we would go to my dad's parents, like it was way more like more focused on presents and stuff. So there was always like that weird tension as like being a kid in like this Christian family. My parents are like, now you got to remember what this is really about, and like trying to use it as like a teaching moment when like my grandparents are just like happy to see us and trying to spend time with us. So it was like this weird dichotomy. So I kind of saw both. Yeah,
that's super interesting.
And then like moving out and like not seeing my family much, I just kind of I didn't really have anybody to spend Christmas with, didn't really have any time. And now like with Brienne's family, like I've gotten really close with Brienne's family, so I'll be going there for like Christmas Day and stuff.
Fire.
So now at least like I have like a group of people to spend it with. So it's pretty nice.
What about you, Juan? Has Christmas feeling changed for you at all during the years throughout the years?
I mean, I'm glad I went last because you guys are showing up what I'm about to say as well, right? I also was, my family were Catholic, right? And since young, we'd go to things called what were they called? We do
Mass?
Well, for Christmas they were called. Oh my god, I have a really
vigils,
bad freaking brain fart. But it's like a celebration that we do throughout all of December, celebrating the Virgin Mary, celebrating.
What is that
Jesus
called?
Yeah, I forgot what
it's
the
not
Spanish
Lent, is it?
No, that one's like in March.
Oh, that's like something else.
How many times would you show up like in December? Like how many
times
a week?
It'd be the whole month. So you do it like three times a week. And and as a community, you would like I said, it's religious, but it's more of a celebration. So Catholics are kind of more on the chilled party side. So we do where we take baby Jesus, right? The Virgin Mary, not baby Jesus. We take the Virgin Mary to house in the community of the church community, and they'd host Virgin Mary by doing a party. Because in the book, Virgin Mary was going house to house trying to search for a place to stay.
And they're like, hey, we'll take her in a party a little.
So everybody in the community would have one day with her. We'd do this big party that night. We'd do like this like singing, marching, karaoke down the street while going up to the house. And when you get to the house, each side would sing their part of the phrase, and like as if we're actually trying to ask them to let us be hosted in their house for the night.
That's awesome.
Okay, this is in Mexico, right?
This is a Mexico thing, and it's done. We did it here when I was super young because our community, like they were all Catholic, so everybody wanted to do it, and they're not Catholic. Like I said, I don't know. So I'm not speaking for all Catholics because I don't know how strict they are. But the religion I've been raised around, they're really open. We've had non-believers, Buddhists, all those different, and we've asked them to host, and they've hosted. Because, like I said, it's more of a communal celebration thing that we do for it to like demonstrate, this and that for the meaning of Virgin Mary, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I haven't had bad experiences with it.
Yeah.
So with time, I've learned that family is what makes Christmas. For me, with time, I've through the years, because now we don't do it. We don't go. We haven't gone to church, and it's not because we hate church or we hate that. It's just that, like you guys said, as you grow older, you have more things to do, so we have less ties. Unfortunately for us, like I like mass, but I was a big mass sleeper. I was sleep because I was super comfy, bro. Like people say, is it because it's boring? It's just so comfortable hearing everybody sing and all that. I just lay back, falling asleep. But going back to the thing, as years went on,
shooter.
I mean, you're not.
You might have to cut that out.
Leave that for extras.
That's all I was thinking of. Sorry, go ahead.
Like going off of that, I guess with Christmas itself, right? When Christmas comes in as well, we used to make big presents as well. Everybody gets presents. Everyone was giving presents and I was a Santa believer. I still am, because
he's real.
Going off of the Santa thing, it's also like I feel like he's kind of like what gives happiness to the kids, and I'm like, it's something that brings a lot of people, hope in some way, shape, or form. So when I was told, the truth about that, I felt like that's where I realized I gotta be the one to spread that to them and let them enjoy their childhood, let them enjoy their thing, and with time, hopefully they'll do the same, because everybody at some point will know the truth, right? But the magic is when you support, the child's to enjoy their childhood, because you want them to be in this magical place, this magical spot, this, all this and that. And I've learned throughout the years that it isn't the presents that make you happy, it's the people that give it to you. It's the people that are present there to see you with it. And I've changed from being someone that enjoyed the present part to just enjoying looking around me and being like, dang, there's the people I'm around. It's the warmth I feel, it's the happiness I feel, because there's some people, and I have some friends, that spend Christmas alone, and it's because of that same feeling that why they dislike Christmas is they don't have anyone to spend it with, and they just see it everywhere. And
it's rough. It's like that hurt. It's like it sucks, because you're like, you see everybody else getting excited about it, and you're like, man, fuck you guys. I can't do anything for Christmas.
And I can't blame them, because like I said, I feel Christmas is like family bonding, whether it's with your friends, because when I was in uni, a bunch of my friends, because they couldn't go back home, they just all together made the Christmas thing for themselves. So they celebrated it together instead of, on their own or their thing. And I feel like Christmas is, like you guys said, a time to bring together. Gifts are badass. Like, I won't say, if somebody comes in and says, hey, Merry Christmas, here's a Bugatti, I'm like, holy moly, come over here. Dude, I'm a Bugatti. Fuck her up and kiss him. But at the end of the day, when I think about it nowadays, is I look around on Christmas Day and I'm like, I'm grateful I have people to spend it with, regardless of what it is we get. And it's just, I think everybody's Christmas evolution can go either way, and it's unfortunate because it's not in their power to enjoy the way it is, because depending on their circumstances, situations, they really will end up disliking Christmas, or like in Blurr's, Blurr and Carlos' way, is maybe they're exposed to like the religious type of tie to it, and it just ruins the vibes or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think Christmas shouldn't be tied down to religion. I think with time we realize different meanings for Christmas, and I don't think, like, I guess the physical way it is nowadays, it's not celebrated as cool as I remember. Like my city, not a lot of people are decorated as much. Not a lot of people do a lot of stuff with it. But
because I was gonna say like that had to be in Mexico when you did that. Because nowadays, like if you did that, you'd be like arrested for protesting.
Oh,
or something. They'd be like
150%.
They would think it's like a protest against something. They're like, oh shit,
dude, it was a lot of us,
in the
man.
Streets.
Yeah, it was a lot of us, dude. I need to look up that word. What it's called in Spanish?
Yeah. Well, I think you said something that's right. Is like the community of like church and stuff. I think is really important because like church. Like America has changed a lot, and there's a lot of lonely people. And back in the day, how people would get their like social, outings and their group get-togethers, it was church. And I think that was like that's a really beneficial thing. Like even Carlos saying like meeting other people from that didn't go to your school and stuff. Like it's a community thing. And I think that's really sad that we've lost that in America for the most part because like a lot of other baggage comes with it. But if we had something that we could like all get together as a community, as a group to celebrate with the community aspect, I think that's something that we really need in America. Is a lot of people that and we were talking about this the other day where like it's really hard to meet people nowadays. It's like if you're gonna be in the dating scene, you really have to use dating apps because you don't go like because back in the day you would meet people at church or like like work and stuff. But nowadays everybody's like very trapped down in like their own little world. And like what you're saying, like with Christmas changing, we get older, we get our own responsibilities, and we get busy, and like we get so caught up in like our own little thing that we don't have time to go as a community and like hang out and just relax and enjoy each other. So I think it is sad that with the change over the years, like a lot of the community from like aspect from church has been lost, and like just America in general. But I think that's just kind of how it is with the times changing.
With the time going.
Yeah. And so I think it is important for like Christmas is more important than ever. Like get together with your family, get together with friends, even just like your partner, like significant other, like whatever it is for you, like spend some time with people, man. Because we're naturally, we need other humans. Yep. We're not just solo creatures. We can't go solo battle royale mode. It's risky, man.
We're social creatures. And I guess going back to that, right? I found out the word, and it's called posada. So we were doing posada, which literally translates to lodging or lodging in. So it's like I said, it's the word is translated directly, but like I said, it was a whole little process that we did.
Okay. And would you guys stay there at their house, like stay the night and stuff?
Okay, Mexico, it was till 4 a.m, 5 a.m.
Oh.
Here it was like we'd start at 7 and then we'd end at like. Okay. But back in Mexico, because everybody like they could call off work easier.
Yeah.
In Mexico, and because sometimes you'd even have your own like company, like your bosses would be there and they're like, we'll just show up another time. Yeah, dude. It was
damn.
Fun. It was great. It was great, man. I'd be lying if I didn't say it was amazing times. It was amazing times, but. Like I said, with time, things changed, things did that and that. But I also grew as you guys are seeming to agree with it, is the actual, Christmas meaning. It could be different for anybody, I don't judge you if you guys love Christmas for gifts. That's completely fine, It's kind of shallow, but I agree, 150%. Some people find it like that. And it's cool if you don't want to celebrate Christmas. I have friends that don't. I don't look at them weird or anything. I still give them a Christmas gift. It's just the way it goes. But everybody's got their own meaning for it.
And going back to what we were going to originally of like how important Christmas is and stuff. There's something I'd like to add that like this over the past maybe 2 years I've started to feel, but it's got me like when you're out in social settings, when you're out at work, out at school. Out interacting with other people, you get to see like what other people look like in resemblance to you in your life. And I've seen a lot of people that are like very close to stages in my life where they have kids and like they are getting ready for like Christmas with kids, and that's something I'm looking forward to. Like that's like seeing like young families with their kids in Christmas time is like that's awesome to be able to have like a little mini person that is you that you can inspire to be better than you, and that's eventually like that's my goal, is just to like be able to have that You know, when you
100%.
walk around in grocery stores, like getting stuff for your family, and then you see like people that are your age making their own families, it makes you like think.
Yeah.
It really makes you like be grateful for what you have, but like also look forward to the future. Because like
Yeah.
there's gonna be a point where like we're all gonna be having those lives, and we're gonna be happy as hell, even though we're struggling,
And then,
even though we got debt or whatever, like our own problems. That's ultimately like I can't even imagine how happy that would make all of us
yeah,
to have stuff like that. So
it's like a little time to forget about all the random
Yeah.
bullshit about life, you know?
Man.
for sure.
And then spend time with family. And one day we're going to be the grandparents that, you know, are giving presents to grandkids and stuff. Hopefully, you know.
Crazy. That's just
So
Like-
we will be the ones to shape our future generations of how they're
True. And this generation, I don't know, man. Like this generation it's a really weird time in human history. A lot of things are changing, and either it could all go really good or really bad. And I think it's up to us to see how it goes. And like with Carlos saying about like kids and stuff, like my perspective, like I'll still tell kids about Santa, like because it is like the kind of like when you're a kid, like you live in kind of imaginary world anyway. Like a lot of things you don't really know that much about life. You're still learning a lot of things, and to be able to like live in that imaginary life for like a little bit, I think it's a good thing for them. It's not gonna like warp their brain or like break their reality when they.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing for them. So I would tell my kids about Santa.
You know, I guess from my experience, right, with my little brothers, right,
Mm-hmm.
I was always I got the mantle because I was told first Santa's not really this and that, and I at first was I was a kid, I was hurt, but then I realized I felt instead like, okay, I want to keep this going for them as long as I can. So then I would be the one performing what tasks of keeping the traditions of what Santa would do and all of this.
Yeah.
Because later when they get older, they'll learn the significance of okay, so this was done for me. I want to do that for others. So it's like I think like passing the torch type of thing. It's nice, man. It's nice. I love hearing when you hear kids talk about how excited they are to see Santa and all that. They're happy. It's a nice thing seeing, and I fully agree with keeping kids having their thing. I know there's some parents who are super adamant, because I have a friend, Abraham, and his dad. Sorry, Abraham, I don't know if you watch the podcast, but I kind of put you out there. His dad told him since he was like 5 or 6 that Santa's not real. I'm the one who gives you the presents. That didn't change anything for him. Like I said, it's not bad because his dad didn't telling him in a bad way. He just told him I'm the one to do it, and it made him treasure more the gifts he gets, so on and so forth. It's at the bottom line. I think Christmas comes from the heart, and you shape it how you want it. I just hope the way you guys celebrate it comes down to just wanting to see whoever it is that's with you.
And yeah, for like Santa stuff, like as a kid, it was all really tied to like lying, and and lying was like a super bad sin, and like terrified of it. So like my parents always saying like, no, like lying is wrong. We're gonna tell you the truth. We're not gonna lie to our kids. And so I always had like a really bad taste about it, and like a really bad perspective on it. So my development for Christmas probably wasn't the most healthy, and that's probably why I feel pretty jaded. But I think it's like I've gotten older, I've realized like and it's a time of year where like a lot of people get together, and unfortunately a lot of families have like a lot of differences amongst the family, and so that can be a time where like things could get really tense, like maybe political differences or like religious beliefs differences. But if we can all set it aside, just to set that aside. And so in a way, like yes, the main point of Christmas is just family, friends, getting together with people. I know you said that already, but
Carlos said that, and it's just good to emphasize to you guys. We're not telling you, forget everything. We're just saying for that moment, just forgive and enjoy that moment. It's at least let it be a one-day thing where you guys come together, and just set aside your differences. As that song goes, set aside your differences.
Because take it from me, like somebody that's like super different religiously and like ideologically from my parents, like it's never worth like different beliefs are never worth like causing a rift or anything out of family. Those beliefs, we're just stupid humans. We all got weird ideas. I think understanding that most people like they're not trying to hurt you. Like even if they have different beliefs than you, if you guys can set that aside, like people can still get along. And I think it's just understand like what you're weighing. It's never worth giving up like family members because those are the ones that will be there for the rest of your life, depending on what you decide, and what choices you make in the relationship. So, yeah, but Christmas is a good time of year.
Yeah, I think so too. At the end of the day, yep. Christmas
at the end of the day, I think it's a celebration. Whatever you choose to celebrate, go for it. And it is still exciting. I still do get that feeling sometimes of like the Christmas cheer, Christmas spirit. You see people decorating, and dude, Christmas lights, the best invention of all time for Christmas because those are beautiful. At nighttime, you see people go buck wild with the Christmas lights. It's beautiful. Like just lights in general, it looks real nice at nighttime. So I think it's a good thing.
I guess going off of that, off of Christmas stuff, since we're still on it. Traditions. Is there any weird tradition you guys still do for Christmas?
That's a good question.
I think.
Anything.
Christmas tradition.
I guess while you got to think about, I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just laid it on.
What you got?
We still write our Christmas list. When we write down our Christmas list, what we want, and then we just write it, to Santa. And then we tie it out, and then we put it on a Christmas tree. And then when we put it on the Christmas tree, Santa comes in, and they go and take away the Christmas list, and then from there we're like, we'll see what you get from there, and
he eats it.
And very much.
That's kind of a cool way, though. That's kind of a cool way to like figure out what they want for Christmas.
Yeah, because they do it together, so we're all like brainstorming. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. and it's nice because at first the worry was, oh, I didn't get what I wanted on the list, but then they've realized that what the fun of it is just writing down these things that you would want and because we'd also decorate the letter, like we pimp it out for Christmas, so they color it, sparkles, all this stuff, and then they just scroll it like a scroll, and then tie a little bow tie, and then we put it on the Christmas tree. So
there we go.
A week before Christmas, Santa comes in, their elves, and then they go take it away, and then we see what we might get from them.
Hell yeah.
It's a great tradition.
I think... go ahead, Carlos, because I don't even really know if I have any.
My favorite Christmas tradition is I have this toy railroad that's like it's like a little,
one of those ancient.
It's like a little engine, and then it's like a little coal machine, and then there's a little cable. Like there's an engine cable. It's just engine, and then there's another compartment, like another cabin that's just storing coal. And then there's another cabin that's like two elves, and they're like they're both on a seesaw. Yeah, I gotta send you a video. I might send a video on the channel. I might have to send a video.
Yeah, you we can even cut it in. Yeah, maybe for the video watchers.
Stay tuned. We're clipping in the footage right now. But yeah, it's pretty cool. That's my favorite tradition, is putting that up. It's a bitch to put up because it's like it's made super cheap in China, so it's like for some reason. The railroad, like how to connect one railroad to another, is like forcing the top piece on top of the other railroad piece. It's not like Legos. You just force it on there. But it's really fun. It's really good. I like
those. Are rare.
Oh yeah,
those are like you don't see many of those anymore.
No,
dude.
Like the model trains.
And also putting up a star. Putting up stars are good. Good. I try to get everyone involved that's around. Just say, hey, let's go put up a star. So
there we go. One that we did do a lot was like I have a lot of family. Like growing up, we had I think my grandma had like 12 kids, so like all of those, and then they all had a bunch of kids, like 6 or something, like a family. So we had a big family. So what we did for Christmas for like presents and stuff was gift exchanges. And so we'd all put our names in, and then we'd all draw a name, and usually the adults would draw for each other, and then the kids would draw for each other. And so that was one thing we always did, and it was cool to like see who you got, and then you had like some time to think about it. You would like try to figure out like what they wanted without letting them know that you got their name and stuff. And so once it came around to it, it was all like kind of an excitement to see who got whose name and stuff. So that was pretty fun. I remember I got some cool presents, and sometimes they were like shitty presents. I'm gonna be honest, but like I mean, it was never like we were never like rich or like our whole family. They were all across America too, so like traveling a lot. Most of it was just seeing the family. Like that was the most exciting thing. And so, and it was the the thought that counts. So I think I do look back and I miss those times.
Yeah.
And I never really and especially this last year, I missed a lot of family gatherings because not being allowed to travel outside of the state and stuff. And so that was pretty sad. And I realized, I do miss my family, even though like a lot of differences, things have gotten pretty tense, but like still, even all that, seeing family is a good thing.
Yep.
I think it's pretty nice. I can't really think of really any other traditions. I don't think we really did too much. I mean, obviously
that is a good one.
Stuff.
Like I don't even do gift exchange. I didn't think about that. Like Secret Santa, right?
Yeah, Secret Santa, I guess is what it's called. Yeah.
And then Carlos caught me off guard. I got bad.
The Christmas
choo-choo train, bro.
Got the whole model.
It's good. It's ready right now, man. I need to send you a video.
I guess going off of Blurr, where you said you got a shitty present, what is your guys' experience for Christmas?
Oh, worst experience? Ooh. I do remember one. I do remember one Christmas we all got the flu, and it was like really bad. And since my family would like stay home all the time, it kind of just like circled in the house, and we like missed pretty much all this Christmas celebrations. That was like a really sad year. I remember being hella depressed. That was bad.
For me,
you got anything, Carlos?
For me,
yeah, go ahead, Carlos.
My worst Christmas experience comes from a Christmas where I wasn't spending with my family. I was with my ex's family. And oh my god, shit. Bro! That was a movie, man. That was a slideshow.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad. So I spent the weekend with them. Went, I think it was on a day where like Christmas on a Saturday. It was a few years back, 2019 or 2020. I went to spend the weekend down with her mom and went to church on Saturday. Everything was good. Everything was cool. Got to meet a lot of the people that she grew up with and stuff, and it was awesome. Like, come Sunday night, which I think was like Christmas Eve or something, there was just like an argument, and it was just started over stupid stuff. It was like, I think they were arguing over like how long something should be in the oven for. Like, so they were cooking something.
Oh, what the?
And then like my ex was like, yeah, you need to cook it for this long, and like her mom was like, oh no, I've been doing it for this long, I know how to make it. So they started getting into an argument, and it was just like terrible. Like the whole night it was tense going into the next morning. And like my ex would come up to me after that stuff happened, and she was like, you got to be on my side for this, blah blah blah. I'm staying in her house. Like, what do you want me to do?
That's rough.
So Christmas Day came and handed out presents, giving out presents. Like, I bought some presents for everyone there. They all bought presents for me and my ex. It was like really, really awkward. And I remember that one year specifically was like the one year I was like, all right, let's hurry up and exchange gifts. Let's do what we gotta do so I can get out of here, because it was like, it was so bad, bro. It was so bad. And I was considering like just like leaving her there too. I was just like, I'm tired. Like,
you stay with the.
You put me in the middle between you and your mom. Like, that's not a good sign.
That is.
And look, that's mother, a little. Just like, I love you, love, but your daughter's telling me.
Yeah. I can have sex with your daughter. I can't have sex with you. I'm not.
And her mom was super nice too. Her mom was like, it's always that her mom's super cool. That's
a tough situation.
So it was.
I'd always take the.
Nothing like 0%. I felt 0% Christmas. It was just survive. It wasn't even Christmas.
No, man. Oh no.
Make it through the day. Like, I don't know. Freaking cat fight's gonna start. I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. I'm scared.
That's rough. When things are tense, this makes it worse. And like when you get in a new relationship, Christmas time is about the time where you get to like meet. You see how their family works, like and it's kind of a roll of a dice that hopefully, because you're committed to this person.
Yep.
And you kind of get thrown into another whole family dynamic. Sometimes it can be a little, it's a little awkward,
sometimes
man.
A little tenseness, bro. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But got through it, and I told her like, let's never do that again. And hopefully I never had to do that
at some
again.
point.
Yeah.
Obviously, at some point, broke up with her
Yeah,
too.
at some point it was over, so that was good. But
Damn, man.
it was a learning experience, and it was also cool to see like
Yeah.
the other side of the coin, to see like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
these people don't even like each other, and they're still doing it. Like that's
Yeah.
if I love my family, I have to like do something for them because these
Mm-hmm.
people are arguing like every 5 seconds, and they're still together
Yeah.
for this one day. So it's like that goes to show how much more important it is to be there for your family, because like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even
Yeah,
think
100%.
they wanted to be there for each other, but they still did it. So it's like,
Yeah.
I gotta
It's kind of like the
respect it.
obligation.
That's kind of
The
why I was like,
awkward, tense.
yeah, that's why I didn't want to walk right out, because like everyone's putting time to meet together, even if
Yeah.
we're all fighting. I don't want to be the one to be like, this is
Too
too much.
early.
Yeah, it's not right.
Jeez, man.
So
That's a bad
that was
Christmas
a bad
right there.
experience, man. It was a bad Christmas. What
Dude,
about you,
that's
Juan?
crazy.
Have you had any bad Christmases?
When I used to live in Mexico, we did Christmas over there, and we would do fireworks for Christmas.
Oh,
So because nobody cared.
yeah.
So we would do like this festival, this Christmas festival after doing the posadas and all that, where they'd run around the church with a firecracker bull. A bull was made out of pure iron, and they light up the bull, and it'd be called the running of the bull. So it was meant to like make all the bad vibes of the year end before the end of the year for
Yeah.
Christmas, because Christmas was our new beginning before the new year came in.
Right.
So you go to church, they light up the bull, the guy's carrying the bull above him, and then they're just running, dude. And all the firecrackers, right? One of them struck me like on the side of the eyeball, bro. And I had
Heck
to
no.
I was out the whole Christmas party.
Holy. Injured. Injury on the
My
field.
mom did
Not
not
the
want me.
injury.
God. He said,
Dude, that sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Okay.
Metal bowl, firecrackers, running fast.
It is dangerous, but here we go. Tying into the next part, the best experiences. Going off of that, dude, Mexico celebrates. Well, I guess my village, because my family's from a village. They're not even from a city. They're from a village. Like my mom's side from a village, my dad's side from like city village, but he lives like in the hella outskirts. But my mom's side, like her whole village, bro, the way we celebrate is like it's straight out movie, bro. So magical. And like I said, we do that. The church is decorated. All the city, the whole entire houses in the whole like village, they share the same decorations. Everybody decorates every house in front.
Ooh.
Everybody's helping each other to decorate. We have like strings attached to each house. Everybody
shit.
It's
like community Bob the Builder mode.
Dude, it is so fun. It's so freaking crazy, man, the things we do. And like I said, the bull thing is really cool. It looks so
sounds
beautiful.
fun as fuck.
And all the kids and teenagers, even adults, they all go in the middle. They all wait for him to come out, and he comes out from the church's door screaming, "Bull!" You know, "Todo!" And he's running out with the thing. And everybody starts running. It's really good. It's really fun. There's so much food. Nowadays, you can't do that, man. The freaking cartel ruined all of that,
dude.
It's so I would not go back down. I'm sorry, I love my village, but it's not worth the risk.
It's rough, man. That's sad.
But that's my best experience. Best experience is that, dude. Mexico, my village, dude. Yeah. I would 150% say celebrates the best Christmas.
They can party.
Hey, dude. Yes, sir.
Oh, hell.
What about you guys? Best experiences?
Oh, shit. I gotta think. Go ahead, Carlos. I gotta think.
For me, there was a Christmas that really stands out. I was 13 and went alone with my mom. My mom had a 3-week. It was like a trip, but it was also like a teaching. Like she's a nurse anesthetist, so she's like a nurse that puts people to sleep for surgery and stuff. And every year she has to do like a certain number of hours of like work to like keep her license, like her schoolwork and stuff. She has to like pass tests and stuff. So I went with her for 3 weeks while she was taking this class. I went to New York City. I went to New York and for 3 weeks, and it was like to be there. And Christmas time.
Oh yeah.
Even though I didn't have family, like no gifts, the whole gift was just to go to New York and be with my mom. But to see like Central Park, to see subways and the snow coming down, like there's no place like New York in December. Everyone's into it.
Yeah.
Everyone, even if you're not into it, even if you have no family, just being a part of it and walking around the streets, you see how busy it is. Like it's so cool. It's so cool, and seeing everyone with their big coats and everyone looks professional. I don't know. It was awesome, man. I love Times Square. It was really cool. I didn't even get to like.
Do you think it's like out of the movies? Does it feel like out of the movies when they show New York Christmas, or better?
I would say it's better in the sense like it's real. It's just like these people like that you're walking across and stuff. They're each of them have their own lives and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's like a lot of my time spent in New York, I was just people watching. I was just like I sat down, got a hot dog at a hot dog kiosk, and just watched people like interact with each other. One time I was at a hot dog kiosk, and this is like close to Christmas. This guy was like on the phone calling like nonstop, like 3 or 4 times, and I see like a girl pulling a stroller. He was waiting on his family, bro. He was like waiting to go get something to eat with his family. That shit's awesome, bro. Like I would kill to be in a position like in New York having a family, like good, financially stable, like even though they have their own problems too, like that is insane. That it's hard to not be in the Christmas season when you stay in New York and it's December, because it's like it's you got the snow coming down, you got the big skyscrapers, got the ice skating rink put up, all of the Christmas festivities. I didn't even get to see the ice rink, but just to like be around the environment, be around like all these big ass like toy stores, that like emporiums that people were walking in, like coming out with these cool toys for all their kids and stuff. It was cool, man. It was awesome.
100%.
Even if it wasn't for me, like that, being around such a busy like a metropolis is crazy to me. So I'm sure you can relate being close to like second biggest was seeing all the people. But like New York is different, man, because people don't even use cars. It's just walkie.
Yeah.
Walking about 5 miles.
Walking
and take the subway.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool though. I like New York.
I mean, LA here is big, but I can't imagine New York. Like I get claustrophobic with LA.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine New York, bro.
Oh, New York is dense.
Yeah, New York is dense.
And it's compact too.
Yeah.
I had a friend who sent me a picture when we were in uni, and he sent a picture of him like living. I was like, nope.
Yeah, dude.
I died, man.
It's even worse. Yeah. Like Tokyo, though. I've seen pictures of Tokyo.
I've
even
seen
worse,
that.
man.
Oh yeah.
That's
and like
insane.
I don't think it's ugly, by the way. I don't think it's ugly. It's really cool, but I think it's because, like I said, I grew up in Mexico. I love having my space.
Open space, yeah.
Open space. But it looks beautiful when I see like the things. I'm like, dude, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy. It's like when there's anytime there's a large group of people doing things, bustling, like it's just that you feel the energy.
Yeah, you can.
Just like everything is very compact, moving. People are doing things. Like it's a good feeling. I know, like I don't know if I could live there, but I mean, it's nice to see. Nice to see for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Best Christmas? I don't know. I think. I think honestly, this will probably be the best Christmas I've had because I actually have like a family to spend it with, and like that's not because like before it was kind of just like all a blur. I don't really remember too much from my childhood, but I do remember one Christmas, and this is kind of shallow, but our grandparents got us a Wii, and that was like pretty much right after it came out, and that was like the only time I'd ever gotten a console, and I was so happy, and that Wii lasted us for years, man. The Wii is still one of my favorite consoles because just the amazing games, Mario Kart. You could play GameCube games, so like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Dude, classic games like that. And we played the shit out of the Wii, and it lasted us for a long time. And I think I gave it to Elijah, actually. I think Elijah still has it. So like that Wii, that's a legendary Wii right there. Like I think it was like 2009. Or maybe 2010.
That Christmas that the Wii just dropped, that was a legendary Christmas.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man, so many. It was such a good console.
If you didn't have the Wii, you were like, damn, I can't believe my parents didn't give me
I know.
You're like, why do I have this GameCube? This is terrible.
Yeah. And that was the only year, too, we've ever gotten something like that. Like, I had never gotten something like big like that because I knew my family couldn't afford it. And the grandparents got it, and we were so surprised, and that was just
they chose the best one to give you, man.
Yeah, dude. With all my siblings, we loved that thing. Madden, too. Madden on the Wii, I played, because that was like when I was really into football. That game was amazing. It was good. Good times.
The Wii was before its time, man. It could play GameCube games.
Dude, it was.
Bro. That's
It
different.
really was.
That's different.
Wii is, I still think, one of the best consoles. I mean, because it kind of is the GameCube. I think the GameCube is the best console. But, like, the Wii was kind of the same thing. And, like, it just made it better.
It had everything. It had everything. And that was the first one to introduce classic games, too.
Yeah.
It was the first one to have retro games.
Yep,
So you
could
had
download them.
Wii, GameCube, N64, DS, I think Game Boy Advance and Game Boy, and indie games. They introduced indie games too.
Yeah, dude, it's like so innovative. Like everything, the Mii's, like the whole system was just like it was all fresh and brand new. And I remember that winter was like we were snowed in. We had the Wii, man. We were happy, man. It's a good times, good times.
Yeah, I specifically remember that year, that Christmas. It was like all my friends were getting Xboxes and PlayStations.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, I got a Wii, and everyone was like,
what? Yeah, dude.
What are you doing?
I was here with it, man. Nah, bro, the Wii, I lasted as well. All my friends were Xbox PS3 people. I only Wii guy.
I was
But
Wii,
when
man.
they came over, dude, they bought a Wii afterwards because it was a bitching console,
That's
man.
how it is.
It's a bitching console to this day.
The Wii was. I think the Xbox and PlayStation is getting a little bit off topic. We can wrap it up soon, but I think the PlayStation and Xbox a little more for like solo play.
Mm-hmm.
But the Wii as like a group thing, and me having a lot of siblings, the Wii was the shit because there's so many multiplayer games. We just played together for hours, and we only had a certain amount of time to play a day. But we kind of gamed the system, and my dad caught on eventually. But we had like an hour to play. But we thought like, oh, if we each get an hour and we play together, we get 3 hours because me and my two brothers. So we multiplied it. So we'd be playing for like 3 hours, and man, that was the shit. We were all playing at the same time. It was good.
That's
Smart.
That's awesome.
No,
That's
some quick mathematics, man. Eventually, Dad was like, "Hey, now this is a little too much."
Yeah, no, it's true. I love it. It was a great one. You know, it's the first time I ever played like a sports game so much over, AAA games that they had on there. I was like, all right, Wii Sports, let's go, baby.
Yeah, the Wii Sports was good, man.
Dude, it was fantastic.
The motion controls, like,
new Wii Sports, it just does not capture the same magic.
Not the same.
And it's not because of nostalgia, by the way, before you guys say that. Go play Wii Sports and then play the new Wii Sports and tell me which one feels better.
Yeah, dude.
It's a whole different ballgame.
These Zoomers, man, they don't know about the Wii Sports. Because like, that was, I think wouldn't you get a copy of it with every Wii?
Yeah.
Like it would come with it. So everybody knew it. Everybody played it, and like it was just a great like group activity. You'd have like I had my uncle over, he was playing it, my dad playing it. Like everybody would just play Wii Sports, man. We'd have like whole games of like baseball and shit. With
dude.
Dude, it was good times.
They were simple looking, as they said, and but it was so well made. That's why I'm saying, you know, we could go on about this, right? But this is why I say that it's better you have, quality over quantity. You know, Wii Sports new one has like
only 5 sports,
crazy games, but they don't have it down to the point like we did.
Yeah.
So good at what they did,
the OG, man. 5 sports. That's all you needed.
Yeah, it's all you needed, man.
It was fun,
great.
Man.
They did great.
Going back to our original topic, like I feel like, and even to transition to like something else, for me, whenever I did get that like Wii Sports, Wii for Christmas, comparing it to like how kids nowadays, like a kid on Switch gets Wii Sports, Resort, Wii Sports Plus, whatever it's called. It's not even close, bro. It's not even the same. It's not even anywhere similar to this feeling. And I feel bad.
It's not, dude.
I feel bad they don't get to experience that. Because it's like, that was my childhood. Like, if I would bring the boys over, we'd have, tennis matches till we're all tired.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
And we were
tennis in my life.
It was like middle school, high school age too, bro. These weren't like it was like almost close teens.
The Wii came out in 2008, right? Or am I completely wrong?
No, 2008. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2008, and I got it like it was like I think the year after. So I would have been 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
And that when you're a kid, 8 or 9, you got this whole console. It's like the world is open of possibilities, man. Because they had so many good games, even like shitty games. Like there was a game, Up the movie.
Yeah.
There was a Wii game for the movie Up,
Really
and I played the shit out of that game, man. Like went through all the levels, got all the unlocks. Like even when you're a kid, like some like off-brand game based off like a movie that now I wouldn't even look twice at. Like back then, man, that was the shit, man.
Yep.
What would y'all say is when y'all looking back, going through all your Christmas memories? What's your A1 S tier gift? I know Blurr went into it a little bit. I don't know if you have a different gift, but
that we received or given.
Either. Like, what's the go-to gift? What's the moment in Christmas that's like, oh shit? It doesn't have to be you. It can be your brothers or anybody else.
Yeah.
Like you saw them get a gift and it's like, holy fuck, he really got that because he knows he loves that. Like that's a dope gift. Do you think of anything? Anything come to mind besides the Wii?
I mean,
because the Wii's pretty.
Definitely the Wii, man, for me. But if I had to think, I know I also got airsoft guns. I got an airsoft gun. My dad bought us airsoft guns, and they were like, it was like super expensive, like 200, I think. But he bought us all because we got like tax money or whatever back. And since with like a bunch of kids, you get a lot of tax money back, which is good. But because we needed it. But also we spent a lot of it on airsoft guns because that was like when we were first getting into airsoft. And so I still have it. It's actually in my room. I could go get it if you guys wanted to see it. But I got the airsoft gun, and I was so excited, man, because it was cool as fuck. My dad had one, my brothers had one, and so it was like a group activity that we would do together. And so once I got that airsoft gun, man, that was a good time. I think that was probably second to the Wii, probably the airsoft gun, man.
Airsoft guns are clean, man. That's
gonna
be a menace. What about you? What would you say is your go-to A1 gift or you sent or received?
My N64.
N64.
I got an N64 on Christmas Day, and I got it with Mega Man Legends. I got, bro. To this day, man, I don't think it's the magic that came with it, man. Like, it was my first system I've ever gotten. So I wasn't even into gaming. I didn't know about gaming. All I did for gaming was like arcade machines in Mexico.
Right.
And when I got that, dude.
Oh, you learned quick.
Dude, that just boom. I like, God, dude, it was crazy.
That's such a good console.
So yes, man. Still to this day, my favorite console, by the way. N64 is still my favorite console. I love the Wii and I love the GameCube, but I just it's so good to me.
It's
all the games on there are S tier, man. All the games on there.
Dude, Mega Man, I don't know. I have not seen Mega Man around for a long time. That's like a staple of childhood because I remember playing Mega Man a lot.
Mega Man Legends, bro, right?
I don't know about you, Carlos, but not Mega Man Legends. I think I played it on. Yeah, I think I played it on the GameCube because my uncle had one on the GameCube. I played one on the GameCube, and I remember that was a big part. Good memories. That's a good game. But yeah, like Mega Man, that's a big part. I just realized I haven't seen him around for a long time.
Yeah.
People don't know about Mega Man, man. He's a classic.
But yeah, I will forever. That's like my. I've never when I wasn't into games, so when they first showed me the N64, I was just like, whoa,
what is this?
But then I started playing it, and
dude, you were hooked. Hell yeah.
And I gotta play it from like the first one. It was good, man. I got it. Yeah.
For me, I had a lot of cool gifts over the years that I appreciate and stuff that are like, oh, this gift's cool, this gift's awesome. But growing up is like, I'm the youngest in the family, so I'm the hand-me-down kid. Always got everything hand-me-down. Got my shirts hand-me-down, got my clothes hand-me-down, got like anything you can imagine. Got besides like toothbrush, all the senses. But it came.
I wouldn't want that hand-me-down.
It came like
hand-me-down toothbrush is wild.
Hand-me-down toothbrush would be crazy. That'll be elite though. I'll have the sense of my ancestors.
No, you don't want that.
Great grandfather's toothbrush.
This is my great granny's. Don't touch this. This is my pride possession.
No. Real quick. Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I was thinking, like, like everyone's like, man, these kids, all they do is play video games nowadays. Like, they're never gonna have like any memories. But thinking back, like my memories, some like my most cherished times are like playing games with like family or just by myself. Like it's not like anything different than like going outside and playing. Like maybe we're a little more less tan or something, you know. But like these are my childhood memories. They're like game consoles and stuff, and they're so good memories, man. It's just amazing memories. So I don't think it's anything worse than like going outside and playing baseball in the park or whatever, you know. Like for me, I don't know. It's just good times, man. If I could teleport back, I probably would. I'd probably stay for like a day, not too long, but
to just see it go down again.
Yeah.
No, 150%. Like I don't know. I guess maybe we might be biased because we play games a lot.
True.
But
True.
I also will confidently say our group isn't the weird type of gaming where they're addicted to it. So I'll probably say this. I think there is, it's fine to have gaming memories and all that over some other memories because as a kid, I was always out. Like in Mexico, I wouldn't even be home. We'd walk around and I was like 9 or 10. Just walking around.
Yeah, I was too.
But
to be fair,
I still remember, I like at in my village, at my house, we'd literally host like little tourneys at arcades.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, do you see what I mean? It's not a bad thing. And I do agree, sometimes there are some kids, I've had students where they tell me they spend like 10 hours just on the TV. And I'm like,
that's a little much. Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
For sure.
Water can kill you if you drink too much. So.
True.
For sure.
And I've been trying, man. I've been chugging water.
Hey,
it is true though, because like games for me, maybe it's why it has such a special place, is because it was hard for us to play games all the time. Like we didn't have like iPads or anything that we could just always play games 24/7 or watch videos. So it was like a special thing. It was like at nighttime, like when we came in from outside, then we get like game time, Yep. So maybe it is like it's like a moderation thing. I know for me at least though, video games will always have a special place in my heart, and they'll always be like cherished memories. Playing with my brothers, playing with my dad, like getting into Smash. We had so many great like games of Smash, just like playing every night. Yep. It was good times, man. It brings people together. As long as games bring people together, I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's any harmful at all, But if you are again antisocial, by yourself, using it as like an escape method or something like that, I think that can be harmful for sure.
It's a no bueno. And everything can end up good or bad. It all depends. But like I said,
100%.
We may not be the people you want to take the work from because we do gaming, but I will tell you right now, we're not addicted. We
have real lives.
Everybody's working here. We got a nurse up in here, literally a guy who cleans and IT the generation. So I don't know what else you want. We're all fucking stacked up on things. I don't know.
I think that's what's important too, is making sure like gaming's okay on 100%, like whatever level you want to, but making sure you have a purpose, like have like a reason to keep going. Because
goals.
That's when it comes to this time of year too. Originally going back to Christmas, it's like it's so easy to like look at this time as a time to reflect on the past and like what you have done, what you haven't done, how accomplished you have been, how accomplished you haven't been, and I see why it's such a big time for like depression rates to fall, for like people that are alone,
a lot of people,
or even people that have families. Like, I have a full family, but I'm not happy where I'm at. Like, I don't feel like I've made my family happy. I don't feel like I'm accomplished enough, and those feelings start to come up because it's the end of the year. It's time to reflect. It's time to be with family. It's time to like look back and think, okay, was this a good year? Was this a bad year? So I think people think too much upon that, and kind of like over stress about it. It's just another day at the end of the day. Like we were talking originally. Yeah. And originally to that point, it's just another day to be with family at the end of the day. So that's how I feel about it.
100%. Man,
I don't think there's anything wrong, like I said, with people who don't celebrate it or people who are hurt by it, because there is people out there who unfortunately do get sad on these days, get depressed on these days, holidays, and I think, like I said, it comes down to what Carlos said. If you are one of those people, and it's easier to say than do, I understand, but don't ever make it your life if that's like how you take it. If it's your holiday, you don't want to do it, Don't do it. Take it from friends that I know that I felt like that. They just don't celebrate it and they just do their own thing. And it shouldn't. That's why I feel bad as well sometimes talking about things I do around people because I don't know what they're going through, and I would never want to express, my happiness or my go-gettings, and then knowing that person, isn't able to do that, or worst of all, can't do it even if they wanted to.
Things it'd be like talking about like how fast you can run around like somebody that's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, it's 150%. That's a good. Yeah.
I just ran 100 meters. That shit was wild.
Yeah, it's a good example. It's true. It's the same thing. We don't know how it is, but for those who these holidays, if you're watching the podcast and are feeling like that, we get it, and just you don't have to go through it. You don't have to force yourself to do it. If you don't do it, find something else to do. Like I said, a lot of my friends don't do it from the university. They do their own thing, or don't even do anything. They just continue with their day. That's
what I do. For a long time. I mean, if you get time off work, hey, just free holiday, do something else. That's what I did when I moved out. Just for a while, just didn't really do anything for Christmas, and just chill a little bit.
I don't think the holiday should make you feel pressured to have to do anything.
If it's bringing you down, something's going wrong, and I would just rather at that point you just ditch the whole thing.
You shouldn't ever have to feel like that over a holiday. And like I said, Christmas is supposed to be meant for everybody, but sometimes it just it's too hard that you can't handle it, and it's fine, man. It's cool. And like Carlos said, it brings it down to it's a day. At the end of the day, it's a day. If you want to celebrate it or not, it's your choice, and there's nothing wrong whether you do or you don't. How you do it, everybody does differently. Some people, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm 150% with.
And if you are going through some troubles or going through, some bad times, bad days, rainy days, my best advice is just, reach out to somebody who listens and express yourself, and it'll make you feel a lot better than you think, to be honest. I've been in that position, been in that boat where I have nobody for Christmas, and it sucks, man. Like, you wanna let your feelings out and emotions out, and that's the right thing to do. You don't want to bottle anything up and keep anything from exploding. You want to be able to have somebody to talk to, so, if you're feeling like that and, want to reach out to any of us, we'll be happy to talk to you, and see how you're 100%. Feeling. But it's important during that time to not only check up on your people, but check up on the community and make sure everyone's doing good. So that's something that I want to emphasize. Just like, hey man, we're open right here. All three of us. I don't speak on Steven, I don't speak on Riot because they're not here. But all three of us, if you're going through something this season and need somebody to talk to, we're all here for you. So don't be afraid. Open door and keep us updated, keep us posted, because you guys are important to us too. So that's why we do it. That's why we make this stuff, so you guys can
100%
and get to see what it's like.
We got our communities. This is the collaboration of all of our communities.
Come back to
Hell yeah.
World's too rough to do it alone. You gotta have people.
And
we can't survive alone.
If you are that one person doing it on your own, dude, congrats to you, brother. But don't ever feel that you have to. Okay. Always remember it's a choice. Always remember it's a choice. We're social creatures. We're meant to. I think we brought this up way earlier. Podcast. We're down to it. Us humans are social creatures. We need at some point to talk to somebody. We're not saying find someone to talk to every day. Sometimes it'll get messy. You find someone and you lay everything out, and you leave them in a little awkward situation. They don't know how to help you, but it alleviates. Then it helps you piece your own self together. Okay, dude. But
that's just how we're wired.
And
it's how.
If you do see somebody that needs help or something like that, also don't be afraid to be that person to reach out and be like, yo, come talk to me. What's up? How's your Christmas?
100%.
How's your holidays going? Just you don't have to pry it out of them, but be someone this
just
Christmas.
Let them know.
Yeah, be someone this Christmas that loves and cares about other people. That's what it's about.
Sometimes just lending an ear is all they.
100%.
They just need somebody.
Yeah.
So it's fine, man. There's no, like I said, at the end of the day, wrapping all of this up, Christmas is not meant to, It's not meant to hurt anybody. It's not supposed to be hurting anybody. It shouldn't be pressuring people at all. Because as you've seen from all three of us of our own experiences, everybody's gone through it in different ways. And you see, it's not meant to be tied down to anything. It's not supposed to be meant tied down to traditions. Not meant to be tied down to religions. It's not meant to be tied down to not a single thing. Christmas is I think just the embodiment of how family wants to celebrate it, and yourself celebrating however you know. So it's supposed to be meant to be the happiest occasion ending the year. Before the new year comes. I don't know, but you guys have anything
100%.
else to add on?
Christmas is fun. Christmas is cool.
Yeah.
Christmas has snow most time.
Depends where you're at.
Depends.
Yeah.
California got no
Sometimes
snow.
you got too
California
much.
got no snow. Make sure you tell your mom and dad you love them.
True.
Tell them.
True.
Tell them. Especially if they give you a good present. Be like, thank you, mommy.
Oh,
Opening that
yeah.
credit card of yours. Thank you.
I love you so much, mama.
It wasn't
Thank you.
Fortnite V-Bucks this time. It was
Fortnite V-Bucks, I was about to say.
Yes, sir. And no shame if you guys want Fortnite V-Bucks, but
Yeah.
I'll be pretty happy if I got a $19 Fortnite card, though.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Those
Yeah.
rare Christmas skins, man.
mamas, let me know.
Yeah. And use code Juan's got
Good
it.
one got this. There you go.
Single mamas, we're here, baby.
Yes, sir. That's all I want for Christmas.
Hell yeah.
Single mother.
Need to get one on
That's how
Bumble.
Yeah,
Hey, there we go.
That where all the single mamas are at. I'm about download.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I want for Christmas.
Okay.
Well, everybody, we're gonna wrap it up. We were thinking of adding on some more topics, but you know what? I think we're just focused on the Christmas season. We're in a Christmas mood. I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas. I hope you get to spend some time with family and friends. If not, I hope you get to do something that makes you happy. And yeah, I don't know. You guys got any closing? Anything you want to say? Oh, he's got his Christmas hat on finally.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now it's
Now it just
all
where
the way.
just know, like I said, be happy, guys. That's all we gotta say. We're doing if you're not happy during Christmas, figure out why you're not happy and change it.
Mhm.
Like I said, don't ever feel someone's telling you Christmas about presents. Don't punch them, because I know that'd be
You
your
can
first.
slap him though.
But you can gently slap them on the cheek and tell them, "Hey,
We'll
not
slap
about
never,
that.
Nothing wrong, nobody.
Christmas you
Yeah.
can't celebrate one way." Like I said, it's whatever you want, however you want, and that's my final 2 cents.
That's right. You got anything, Carlos? You
Yeah. Just
sign out.
enjoy your Christmas. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy
Happy
Kwanzaa.
holidays.
Happy
Yeah.
what's the name?
Hanukkah?
Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Happy
Hey,
Hanukkah.
Well,
Shalom and
Shalom.
Shabbat.
like I said before, be grateful for what you got, and just know that everyone here at the Nevermind family appreciates you guys tuning in, and
Yes, sir.
really happy to see you guys showing support to the first video, and hopefully you guys show the same support, if not better the second. That would be awesome.
Yes,
But
yes, sir.
really excited to see you guys for the next installment, and thank you so much. Happy holidays, guys. Y'all take it easy.
Over
Bye.
and out.
Peace. Take it easy, guys.